The car stopped in front of your house, and the guy who was driving, who is no other than your fiance, looked at you. We are here. You said, looking at him while he was trying to control his smile because now you are completely not in yourself. He nodded. Yes, we are. You squinted your eyes and looked at him. How do you know? He shrugged his shoulders. You just told me. When did I tell you? Just now. You clicked your tongue and snapped your finger before winking while he was trying not to smile too much, but then you hiccuped, making him finally chuckled. Then, thank you for bringing me home, you said, unbuckling the seatbelt. Actually, I should thank you for accompanying me. You smiled. Then he looked through the front glass of the car. Will you be able to walk these 1.5 meters from here? He said, pointing towards your house door while you turned towards him and gave him a look. Will I be able to walk? He said, pointing towards your house while he nodded. Just a minute. Do you think I'm drunk? No, not drunk. No, let's just not say drunk. You did. You said it. Can you walk? You said. He pressed his lips tightly, trying so hard not to smile, but your cuteness wasn't helping at all. You are a little bit tipsy. Look, I had just one. A small glass there, okay? I'm fine. I'm completely fine. Even after drinking heavily, you were not ready to admit that you were drunk when the hangover was clearly visible from your body language. Didn't I tell you not to drink that much? He was liking to listen to your blabbering. If you are not used to it, it will hit you. Why didn't it hit you then? Are you used to it? He didn't say anything, but then you again hiccuped, making him chuckle. See you later. I'll wait eagerly. Be careful. He warned when you were going outside the car. You tripped on your feet, but quickly sat down and smiled at him awkwardly before waving your hand. Oops. I didn't see the sidewalk. I'm okay. Bye. He closed the door and walked towards your door while he stayed there to make sure you'll go inside safely. He noticed that you took out your phone while your hiccups were not ready to stop. You checked your phone and whined in annoyance. Won't you let me live in peace? You aggressively put your phone in your purse and started to look for the house keys when suddenly Jungkook called your name from behind you, making you startled. You put your hand on your chest and looked back only to see him standing in front of you smiling. What are you doing? You scared the hell out of me. What kind of joke is that? Did it stop? You frowned. What? Your hiccups. You realized that you stopped hiccuping after getting startled and it was his idea. Yes, it did, but it was a bad joke. He chuckled, but it worked. Thank you. Now bye, good night. Good night. Go inside and then I'll go. You again started to look for your keys, but you can't even stand properly because of the hangover. You sure you'll be okay? Can I stay tonight? You looked at him as your cheeks turned pink. When you didn't say anything, he understood that you wanted him to, but was a bit shy to say it. You took out the keys and gave it to him, making him smile. You are cunning even when drunk. You smiled while he proceeded to unlock the door. Now I know how different you becomes after getting drunk. I won't even let you touch the alcohol from now on. Your legs literally gave up and you started throwing up as soon as you came inside the house. That's why he picked you up and now taking you in your room. It's been a month since you got engaged, only after dating for a week. It was a business partnership, but it didn't take you much time to fall for each other. You wanted to find a woman exactly like you, and you wanted to move on from your ex. That jerk broke your heart and 4 years of relationship as if it was nothing and went abroad, so you also decided to move on finally. But he again came back, and from that time troubling you by constantly texting and calling you, wanting a chance, but now you have moved on completely. You have told him so many times that you don't want to have any connections with him, but he is not listening, and you are afraid that what would happen if Jungkook comes to know about it. He made you lay on the bed after cleaning you up but got distracted by the sound of your ringtone. This was the second time your phone rang in 5 minutes. He took it out and saw a number. It says 10 missed calls from that number. He was about to check your phone but got a call on his phone number, so he put it down and attended the call first. Handle that work by yourself. I won't come tonight, and let me know if something happened. He ended the call and looked at you, who was already awake and looking at him. Are you leaving? You were barely able to open your eyes. He leaned closer to your face and smiled. Should I? You shook your head and opened your arms. No, stay with me. He put your phone on the nightstand and kissed you before laying down beside you and pulled you closer to him. You like sleeping beside me? No, I like sleeping with you, in your arms, dear future husband. You said, resting your head on his chest, making his lips curled up into a very beautiful smile. He hugged you closer to him. I can't wait for this week to end so that we can finally get married and can finally shift into our dream house. He thought he'll get a reply from you, but you were already drifted off to your dreamland. He chuckled and kissed the top of your head before closing his eyes. Good night, my love. Jungkook woke up from his sleep after hearing the sound of notifications. He checked his phone, but it was your phone that was making sounds. He finally decided to check who is so desperate to talk to you and why didn't you answer the phone earlier. He unlocked it and his eyes turned dark when he opened the chat box. It was your ex and he knows his name, but that guy was sending you text messages non-stop. He read a few texts and looked at you because you didn't even see them. His blood started to boil at his audacity and he decided to put an end to it. Without wasting a single second, he opened the camera of your phone and clicked a picture of you sleeping in his arms. He sent that photo to your ex, and like he thought, your ex immediately seen it and reacted by calling on your number. Need to teach a lesson to this bastard. He answered the phone. Don't call her while she is sleeping, Ryan. She needs her rest, he said darkly. What are you doing with her in her bed? Ryan already knows Jungkook, but this was shocking for him. What does it look like I'm doing? He pulled you closer to him while you were still sound asleep. If you're sleeping with my girlfriend, I swear you'll be sorry. Jungkook raised his brows at his audacity. Maybe he still didn't know that you guys are engaged already. He laughed at his foolishness. Let's just say she was still your girlfriend. What exactly would you now do after knowing she has been sleeping with me, knowing you are talking to her future husband? Silence stretched over the phone and Jungkook knew he must be in shock. He again laughed. Now text her again and I'll make sure you lose your fingers. Wait, what exactly is going on between you guys? Give her phone, I wanna ask her. That's it. Jungkook was so annoyed with him at this point, and if he was in front of Jungkook, he would have shot him. Don't text her again. Don't even think about talking to her unless you want me to put an end to your life. She is my woman and I would not let anyone live who even tried to think about her. You finally woke up being cuddled up close to the man you love so much now, but he was on the phone. First you thought it's his work related, but then you heard him telling someone to never call his girl again. He even said text her again and you lose your fingers. You immediately guessed. Moving away, you sat down and looked at him. Who was that? He hung up the phone and looked at you. Nothing. When did you wake up? He tried to pull you close but you sat down. No, you were serious with someone else. It seems. Then you noticed it was actually your phone. You understood everything and looked at him. Was it Ryan? I'm so sorry. I've blocked his number so many times but he's not taking a break. I didn't want to involve you in this so I didn't mention. Immediately started explaining and apologizing, thinking he might be mad at you for hiding this, but instead he chuckled and rolled onto you before giving you your phone. You don't have to explain. You looked at your screen that he showed you and there was a selfie of you curled up next to him and a reply that says, "She's not responding because she's sleeping with me and she doesn't like you so you can end it before I put an end to your whole existence." You looked at him who was already looking at you with a soft smile on his face. He won't trouble you anymore, but if he's still dead, just tell me. You will, right? You nodded. But don't do anything to him. I know you are a mafia, but still, I can't see you doing such things. He smiled and pecked on your lips. Don't worry, such things will never happen in front of your eyes, sweetheart. That means you'll still do it. Only if he gets on my nerves. You don't have to worry about that. Tell me how you are feeling. Looks like you are sober. Yeah, but my head is hurting a little bit. I'll make coffee. It will be gone. He smiled and then he leaned closer before you guys started kissing. The entire hall echoed with loud cheers and applause when Jungkook pulled you closer in a kiss and kissed you passionately, ignoring the fact that hundreds of guests are watching who were enjoying it too. The whole wedding was in a proper mafia style. The guests from his side, all the vibes, everything was so different and unique yet better than every wedding you have seen. Can this kiss have a second round too? He said, looking at the priest who got a little confused while you hit his chest lightly, making him laugh a little. Don't be shy, sweetheart. People should remember that how much Jungkook loves his wife. You smiled shyly and then you guys walked near the guests to attend them. That's when you saw your ex also. He was sitting and you were so surprised, but it was clear looking at his face that he was brought up here forcefully. What is he doing here? You said, grabbing Jungkook's attention. Who? Ryan. How did he come here? Did you? He looked in the direction you mentioned before shifting his eyes on you. Oh, he. I thought why not invite him as well? Now he has seen very well that he has no chance to be with you. Now he won't even dare to look at you. Let him just enjoy the food of his ex's wedding. You looked at him while he winked, making you sigh. I don't even want to see his face. You don't have to, sweetheart. You can look at me as much as you can. I'm right beside you and not leaving. This made you look down, smiling. Welcome to our new home, dear wifey. He said, standing in front of you while your eyes already glazed up. The entire interior, each and every piece of this house was exactly how you designed it. From the time you took those vows with him, don't know why you were feeling overwhelmed and just wanted to hug him and stay like that for some time. You were so happy and emotional right now. He raised his brow when he didn't get any response from you. Did you not like something? Is there any problem with the house? You didn't say anything and hugged him before resting your face against his chest. What happened? Why did you become silent all of a sudden? Is everything okay? Are you mad at me because I brought that jerk to see you getting married? I'm sorry. I'm not even thinking about that. And yes, so much has happened, and I'm not sure how to say it. Why are you so good? I only have one heart, and how many times will you win it? First, he got a little tense, but as you finished your sentence, a smile appeared on his face as he broke the hug and looked at you. Now you will understand my pain. This happens to me also when you win my heart again and again with your cuteness. You chuckled. And this is even better than how I thought it would be. This house looks perfect. You said, looking around while he came behind you and hugged you from the back. I'm glad that I did a great job. Now, don't you think we should be celebrating our first night? It's already past midnight. Your face turned red.
잡아줘요 놓지 마요 제발 내 곁을 떠나지 마